Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the week of September 25th to October 1st, 2023. First card out for you is the corn, and corn really represents sustenance and taking care of your needs. It represents abundance, okay? It represents having more than you need and making sure that you are taking good care of your body and your home and your surroundings and the people around you, nurturing the relationships that are closest to you and not neglecting them is really, really important for you this week. I feel like a lot of you are very focused on money and career, bringing home the bread, bringing home the corn, and just making sure that your bills are paid and that you have enough money to take care of yourself. But you may be feeling like you've been neglecting the people around you, or you may be picking up the sense that the people around you may be pulling back a little bit from you. And that is because, honestly, I feel intuitively that you may not be nurturing them or showing them enough interest. You don't even have to spend a lot of time with your friends. You don't have to go out of your way to do anything, but simply asking like, hey, how are you doing? Or asking questions about someone and checking in with them and just showing that you care in some way, shape, or form. It goes a really, really long way. And I feel like if you're feeling like people are pulling back from you, that may be something that you need to do at this time. Next, we have the full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution, and the full moon in Cancer takes place during Capricorn season. Capricorn season is all about work and money, like we just said, and Cancer is all about your relationships, your home, your foundation, your family. And when this full moon comes up, the theme of your work-life balance really comes into play here. So this is just a huge confirmation that, issues within your relationships are needing a solution this week, particularly making time, making room, or even just showing those extra affections or thoughtful gestures. It may dawn on you how you may have been neglecting that. And your major arcana to represent this week is the Wheel of Fortune in reversed. There's been a lot of big changes going on in your life recently, which is why I feel like you're so caught up. I feel like your mind is very preoccupied, very busy. In the eyes of the people closest to you, you're coming off as just preoccupied with your own stuff. And I feel like a change is needing to take place here. Some of you guys are also waiting for more fortune. So you could be in a situation in life where you currently don't make enough money or have enough time as you would like, and you can't necessarily fix this problem right now, or the plan that you have in your own head. I feel like you're going to kind of fix this problem in a few weeks or a few months. It feels like that maxed out, like several months is like the max for this temporary period in your life of just feeling like you don't have enough time or money, and that's stressing you out. You're preoccupied with that, and it's a temporary position, but it shouldn't make permanent damage on your relationship. So keep that in mind. We have 9 cards, 3 rows of 3 from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Now, I don't use this deck normally in multi-card spreads because it is very, very deep, very symbolic. It comes with its own glorious booklet. And I usually only pull 1 card at a time, but I figured this week we're going to do 9, and I'm just going to read them intuitively. So we have the 3 of, I believe, air in reversed, but this is what it looks like upright. 3 of swords, 3 of air. And, the meanings of these cards are different than the traditional tarot, I've noticed. And we see here, they have an owl and a dragon, both peering over their shoulder as they're reading. And there's books down here, and it looks like there's a lot of science going on, a lot of learning. And, this is really a card of learning. Anyone with a dragon spirit guide, first and foremost, which I feel like a lot of you may actually have a dragon spirit guide or an owl spirit guide, they both are all about opening up your crown chakra and introducing you to new esoteric wisdoms that may not have been available to you before. So this week I am actually seeing you learning something that will help you in life. I'm actually seeing some of you guys may be learning about relationships more and learning how to have healthy relationships. I'm also seeing Tantra for some reason. Fun. And or just learning in general if you're going to school. that would be obvious, learning something new or relearning something that you may have forgotten. I am seeing books, I'm seeing teaching, I'm seeing wisdom. It seems like there is new information coming through this week very strongly, okay? Second card out is the 10 of water in reverse, 10 of cups in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. Okay, we see a beautiful water woman goddess holding the moon and moving the tide. So she's almost like the goddess of the moon and the ocean, which is beautiful. Now, in reversed, I want to say this is really clarifying. Also, let's pause and remember, right above this is the full moon in Cancer. Same color scheme, but also the full moon, and we have the moon here, and the water with the crab, and the water here. And this is really showing me that there are some troublesome energies in your relationships that you may or may not be aware of. People may have some secret resentments or just feel like you're very distant or I really highly would recommend just checking in with everyone in your life, friend, family, lover, relationship, and just asking them how they're doing, how are you, and showing them your appreciation in some way, like, hey, I'm just really grateful you're in my life. It doesn't have to be a big extravagant thing. Like I said, it'll go a really long way. Third card out for you is the 8 of water. So many water cards. Wow. Chakras aligned. Everything is balanced. Full moon behind him. 2 dolphins on either side, which represents playfulness and good energies being restored. I totally feel this for you guys. I feel like harmony is being restored in your connections if you are allowing it. Peace and harmony and creativity. Balance is being restored to your connections. I feel like you're being asked to give this week. Give back to the people around you. Show them that you are interested. Share in your prosperity or your stories or your worries or your struggles. I like it. Second row out, fourth card is emotions in reversed. Yeah, this honestly, I'm gonna sound like a broken record this reading because there is a lot of emotions coming out this week for you, okay? I feel it very strongly. I'm honestly getting a little bit of stress when it comes to earthly matters such as either like health or your finances or your career, or like even if you're going to schooling is a little stressful, something like that is stressing you out. I'm also seeing here, some of you may feel like you don't know enough about something I hate using the word incompetent. I'm not calling you incompetent. I feel like you're being very harsh on yourself and you're thinking like, I am not good at doing this, like I suck. So I would definitely watch how you speak to yourself this week and not let how you speak to yourself become like a sort of self-fulfilling prophecy. And instead, if you feel like you're lacking confidence in one area of life, particularly when it pertains to relationships, but it could be anything, maybe you are working a job that you need to train more for, or maybe you are going to school and you need to study more. And I'm seeing here to just do it, don't get stuck in this like negative self-talk. Instead, just study. I'm seeing studying will really help you with confidence this week for sure. Like, even if it's like you're in a good relationship and you're not confident about like your sexual abilities, like literally like look it up. Like research, study how to please a partner. Like I said, it doesn't matter what area of life it is. That's what I'm seeing. Really strong emotions, and we're having that dragon spirit come through again here, helping you balance your emotions out. Beautiful. We see here light, the sword of truth, the sword of communication and clarity, and then there's another version down here that's hiding in the shadows and not sharing these emotions. So I definitely feel like if you are feeling any type of way, whether in love, smitten, resentful, angry, it may be a good week to communicate this. And this week is all about resolving personal issues in relationships and doing personal studies to make yourself more confident in various areas of life. Because when you stay stuck in this feeling of like incompetence, I hate that word, and I'm not saying that you are, it makes you feel jealous, it makes you feel jealous of the people who do have what you want more of. So instead of just lingering there, research, study, become better at it, you know? Don't complain about it, just get better, overcome the challenge. Center of your spread is the Six of Earth in reversed. This is what it looks like upright. We see here a man with horns, and he has a lock and a key around his neck. He is holding, is that a sickle? Is that what that's called? A sickle? And a bowl of fruits. And you know what? He's actually chained up. He looks like a slave because he's chained up to this wooden post here. So he's kind of stuck in the same cycle of harvesting and having a little bowl to himself. And he's stuck to this workflow. So this is coming out in reversed, where you may feel stuck in the same cycle day after day, and it's just getting a little bit tedious, a little bit stagnant. And I'm feeling like this is related to your work or your studies, whatever you're focusing on right now. It's starting to feel a little bit tedious, and you're starting to feel like kind of a slave to your circumstances there. And like I said, I was just intuitively picking up that this period of your career or study is very temporary, and it feels like it's only going to last a few more weeks or months. But that doesn't, you know, stop the feeling like you're over it. You don't want to do it anymore. You're frustrated. There's only a little bit of, you know, money or success or happiness that comes from it right now with a lot of work, and you're looking to balance those scales out more in the future. Sixth card out for you is Desire in reverse. I just feel like you're holding back a lot of desire, a lot of emotions, and I think that would be much better if you just shared them with the people whom they apply to, instead of just keeping it all bottled up. Now, if it's impossible, or, you know, it would be morally wrong to share your desires with the person you have in mind, you know, I still would try to find a way to channel these feelings, you know, journal it out, talk about it. Oh, hi, Luna. Talk about it in your journal or to your therapist, or channel those feelings into art or some sort of craft of some sort. However, if this is someone you could totally share your desires, your feelings with, why are you holding back? Like, honestly, just do it. Just do it. I feel like, especially with the Wheel of Fortune reverse, you're blocking your own success. You're blocking the changes that are trying to come forward for you when you hold back your desire and feelings and you don't communicate them, share them, or express them. You know, closed mouths don't get fed. Keep that in mind. Closed mouths don't get fed. Speak up if you want something. Speak up if you're feeling a certain type of way. Speak up if you need some sort of reassurance, or you have a worry on your mind that someone can reassure you of, you know. Also, like, admit your desires, admit what you want. If you're not getting a need met in a relationship, for example, or a friendship, for example, and you're just letting it bottle up and build resentment, like... what is that doing for you? It's doing nothing. And also, you're kind of a dick for doing that, because the other person does not know that you have this desire or this want or this feeling or this need. So, like, literally just communicate it. If they can't meet it, you know, you might be able to come up with a solution, or at least you expressed it and you've talked about it like an adult. I don't know. Final row out, seventh card, is Emotion and Intellect in reverse. Notice how, and this came out right underneath, I'm not even kidding. So look, Emotion and Intellect is in reversed, but it came out right underneath the Emotions card and this Three of Air card that is like Intellect, Learning, and Emotions came out right underneath that. There's definitely an imbalance here. Okay, emotions need to be expressed. And also, I want to say, like, if there's anything you want to do, like, learn more about it as well. You may be falling it just feels like the scales are off, the balance is off with you right now, where you're either leaning too heavily into your intellect, into your logic, it's Luna's tail, and you're not being in your emotional space enough, or allowing yourself to be in that space with the people around you. Or it's the other way around. You know, you're too much in that emotional seriousness and, you know, getting jealous, getting upset, getting possessive, instead of intellectually being like, okay, why am I getting jealous here? Let me analyze this and figure out what I need to do in order to not feel this feeling. You know, I just feel like that whole area of emotions versus intellect needs some work this week, okay? 8th card out, we have the 8 of Earth. Beautiful card. Look at her. A little earth goddess here holding a glowing orb with a staff, which staffs really represent taking your will and bringing it down into physical reality. And she has the keys to her own dreams here, if you see here, and it's in the staff. Beautiful, beautiful energy. The number 8 represents prosperity. It represents constant growth, constant abundance. And like I said, you're throwing yourself out of that abundance, that flow of abundance, when you block your own desires, keep them locked away, or block your own emotions and keep them locked away. Like, it creates a stagnancy in your energy, in your aura. And, you know, it keeps coming up in your dreams and in your thoughts, and it will actually, like, subconsciously cause you to procrastinate more and just daydream more about, like, the past. I just really feel like you need to process your emotions, guys. It feels like there is energy, like, clogging up your aura, and it's really time to start letting that flow through again. I'm literally getting a vision of, like, a clogged pipe with, like, nasty brown stuff in it. And, you know, every time you express your emotions, or you write out your feelings, your thoughts, your ideas on a piece of paper, or you know, instead of lingering in an emotion, you find a way forward via action. And all of those are kind of like you're taking a pipe cleaner and, like, getting a little bit of that brown muck out, and a little bit more water starts coming through, and then a little bit more, and then the whole thing just clears out, and all the yucky, stagnant brown water, like, comes out. It's stinky, it's gross, sure, it's difficult to deal with, but after that it starts flowing very abundantly, beautifully, and clear after you have done that. So I'm honestly, yes, I am comparing your energy to a stinky, clogged pipe. But I love you guys. You need to let more flow into your mind, into your emotions. Like, do not bottle things up, because that's what makes your aura stinky. Final card out is the 5 of Air in reversed. Yeah, it's time to take the mask off. That happy mask of, like, neutrality, peace, perfect, like, I'm thinking, like, Queen Elizabeth, like, not taking one side or the other, just complete neutral, no opinions. It's time to take that mask off and show you what's the true emotions that are underlying here. They may not be happy, they may not be, or they could be very loving, you know, and you're not sharing them. But they need to come through. Change needs to happen. 5 is the number of change here. And also you have dragonflies all around you, which represents blessings. Luck is on your side. And when you share these emotions with people, you're going to be protected, you're going to be blessed, and it'll start moving things forward again. Now, a lot of these cards are in reverse, so there is a large chance you're totally not going to listen to me this week, Virgo. However, I really think you should consider it. Like, let energy flow more this week, okay? Watch for your sun, moon, rising to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. And if you want a personal reading with me, one-on-one, link to that is always in the description box. I also offer my Goddess Energy Intention Oil and Spiritual Life Coaching sessions there, so check it out. And of course, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and comment how this resonated with you down below. I love reading your comments, okay? Thank you guys. Bye-bye.